very well thought out.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
He took the door on his left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That was very smooth between those 2 pieces of narration. Well done.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah, this is the one to go to her.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes,
Why,
you've tried to kill me already.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Infinite loop. Okay, we'll drop.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Oh dear. Jump. What do you mean I can't jump? Let me jump. Admittedly, it is very pretty. Very pretty. We'll be showing a pretty sky. Pretty sky. Because I'm not talking much during this, because you don't need to talk over this guy. He is the entertainment. My job is secondary, I just push buttons. In the game, yeah, exactly. No, not good enough for you?
Where are you going? Right. Where were we? Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Well done. Well done.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. Are you... You are going to stay here, aren't you?
The fact that they've taken that into account, going forward and then coming back here. At least 3 times. That is attention to detail.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
Okay, I had to try it again once more. Now let's go up the stairs. I'm very impressed by this. Very. Up the stairs to die.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, thank God. No. No, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not.
Oh, good lord, this is
My
fantastic.
God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I am a bit.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
The colours are beautiful. Actually, that should be a 10-hour idle.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Okay, so what parts of the narration are going to be different this time?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm feeling at this point we should go to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Tips for not getting fired, talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exceptions.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Excuse me.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
The boss appreciation minute. For anyone who hasn't worked in an office, which I'm sure is a very small percentage of anybody who ever watches this is very, very accurate. Very. Especially in this slideshow. Above all. Synergize core value expenditures, shift global market paradigm, monetize free to play. Shift global market paradigm. I've heard that used. It's not a joke.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What do you mean there's nothing here? There's a broom here. This is what I came for. I came for the broom. I want to play Quidditch. Let me play Quidditch.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
And now we wait for the narrator to get pissed off at me again.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, you should have done. So it's your own bloody fault.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Quick, post on Steam.
Stanley was fat
Steam
and ugly
activity.
and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the right thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh dear. At this point I'm kind of thinking that the only thing that's missing from this is a Nyan Cat reference.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.